Here is dominant seventh resolutions, and we're going from D flat to G flat. So we're starting with a D flat seventh chord in root position, using 1, 2, 3, and 5. That root position chord resolves to a G flat, the one chord, in second inversion. So notice that the wide interval is on the bottom, the small interval is on the top, and you're playing 1, 3, and 5. So let's go through that again. Dominant seventh, D flat, resolving to G flat in second inversion. Also note that the bottom note of the D flat chord stays the same when you resolve. So it's still D flat there. So that's our anchor note. Okay, so pay attention to that. Now, we're going to go to the next resolution, which we're going to take the dominant seventh chord, move it up into first inversion. So we're taking the D flat down here, and that one's going up to the top. So now we have F, A flat, C flat, D flat. That's first inversion. That resolves to the G flat chord in root position. So we have G flat, B flat, and D flat. So let's go back through that again. Our anchor note here is, again, it's the D flat. So D flat to D flat, that stays the same up at the top. Okay, so now let's go back. Here's our D flat chord. We're going to move it up into second inversion. So now the F is going to the top. We have A flat, C flat, D flat, and F. That resolves to the G chord in first inversion. So we're going here. Now our anchor note, again, is the D flat. So if you go back, here's the D flat in the middle. We're resolving. The only thing we're doing is changing from a finger 3 to a finger 2, because in that first inversion we always put a 2 next to the thumb, right? Okay, so one more time. D flat in second inversion resolves to first inversion G chord. Okay, the last one. We go back to second inversion. We're going to make it into third inversion by moving the A flat up to the top. And we're going to use a fourth finger. So we're going to go C flat, D flat, F, A flat, 1, 2, 4, 5. And that also goes to the G flat in first inversion. So there's two resolutions that go to first inversion in the G flat chord. Again, here's our anchor note, D flat. It's always the anchor note that stays the same. So we have third inversion, D flat 7 chord, going to G flat in first inversion.